delight to be here in Ascon, our premier institute. Here on my third visit, and it is, I believe, going to be my third time lucky. They say it's always the third time that you are lucky. So I transfer that luck to Ascon, and I say that after today, Ascon will never be the same again. It gives me immense pleasure to address you at this 13th cohort of the mandatory training program for chief executives of federal government agencies and parastatals. This 2-week leadership development program designed for CEOs of federal government parastatals and agencies is both mandatory and mission critical. It reflects our collective commitment to building a public service that is competent, ethical, digitally empowered, and citizen-focused. The theme of this year's edition, Lead Boldly, Reform, Deliver, Renew, captures the urgency of the moment. Nigeria's public sector is at a pivotal stage defined by rising citizen expectations, fiscal pressures, and the global demand for greater transparency, agility, and measurable impact. I must therefore commend Ascon for designing and sustaining this program to meet that need. Beyond equipping leaders with the traditional tools of governance and reform management, it empowers them to drive institutional change in an era of technological disruption, ensuring they lead with resilience, strategy, and ethical clarity. Let me at this point express my sincere appreciation to a very dear ally and partner in public service transformation, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator Dr. George Akume, FNIM, and I'd like for his representative to please convey our appreciation to him for honoring this invitation and for his unwavering dedication to strengthening coordination, accountability, and service delivery across the public sector.
We are deeply honored to have the distinguished presence of the Secretary of the Federation, ably represented, and the Field Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Walson-Jack. Let me say, ma'am, that your continued support in strengthening the nation's governance architecture are deeply appreciated by the entire Ascon community.
Let me begin by commending Ascon for its consistency and dedication in advancing the capacity of Nigeria's public sector leadership. Your contribution to the professional development of public servants has been invaluable and remains critical as we continue to do the reform and reposition the public service for greater impact.
Executive officers, you are the points of contact between government and millions of citizens who interact daily with your institutions, and of course, their perception of government is largely shaped by efficiency, responsiveness, service, and quality you deliver.
Today is a wonderful day. My humble self and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation are here to declare open the 13th cohort of the mandatory training program for Chief Executive Officers of federal government, parastatals and agencies. Ascon, as you all know, is our premier institute, but over the years, unfortunately, things have gone down a bit in terms of infrastructure, and even the curriculum is a bit outdated, but we are now revamping Ascon. We are saying we are making it, taking it back to its former glory. We are looking at the infrastructure, we are looking at the curricula. We want to modernize it, make it the school of government for Nigeria, an institute that would train and build the capacity of the Nigerian workforce. And we know that indeed, once this is done, it would deliver, and citizens of Nigeria would be better off for it. At the end of the training, participants would be ready to drive leadership of a future-ready workforce. It is expected that as CEOs of the different agencies and parastatals, they would come out of this program ready to drive the Bola Ahmed Tinubu agenda, the renewed hope agenda, and it would be that we would now see measurable impact, and we will see a workforce that is ready to deliver on the national development goals.
This is a deliberate attempt to enhance the capacity of our civil service, and like I said, it's a welcome development. Yeah. You can see that she's putting her expertise, to play. You can see how she has used her wealth of connection to attract traffic to Ascon, and that is what we need.
I'm just happy that we're able to achieve a day like this, and outside of the mandatory program that is being opened today, which of course is the 13th cohort, we want the world to know that Ascon is back on the block, and that it is the foremost management development institute in Nigeria. It's over 50 years this year, and we can just only get bigger and stronger, and that's where we are at the moment. We have the training modules, we have the induction system, we have the examination, we have the preparing promotion for directors to permanent secretaries from one cadre to the other. We have people coming from all over the country, but we want to say we are back and better and bigger. Right now we have Yobe here, we had Lagos State in August, about 120. We're going to be dealing with about 600 participants of Kano State already established. We have, I think, Delta too. Borno is also on our heels, so it can only get better, and all that is happening between July and September, and we still have much more. So we want the press to also support us, to say that it's no longer a story of gloom. Ascon is back and better. Our capacity development programs are top-notch. Our faculty is top-notch. For the mandatory training program that we are having, we're bringing highly resourceful persons. We're having the former SGF. we're having Adisabala Usman is meant to be here. We have Dr. Joe Abba is already on ground. We have the former secretary to the government of the Federation, Professor Adepoju Afolabi. So we have quite a number of people that are going to be interacting with, with the participants to give them more interactive and experiential learning on what it takes to do Nigeria business. For some of us that have been privileged to have the head of service of Lagos with me here, we all know that Badagry Express Road is world class now. We have maybe less than, I'm sure, half a kilometer that is meant to be done up until Topora, and that's a walkover. If you look at the contour of what has been done to make sure that the road is motorable, it is safe, and just like someone said in the hall, Ascon is one of the most secured places, and all this goes to the effort of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is very much interested in human capacity development. And if you look at the FCIP 25, which is the Federal Civil Service Implementation Strategy Plan, which we say is in its final sprint, you'll find out that Pillar 1 is actually capacity development and talent management. So Ascon is right in the middle of being able to give the public service the required skill sets to make sure that government policies are effectively implemented.